Hey, I'm Feek. Gonna be co-hosting Punks of Palestine right now. Running a little bit late. We're not DJs, and we're in this booth rarely enough that we manage to fuck it up every single time we're invited. At least for the first 10 minutes. After that, we smash it. Legendary. So bear with us just one moment longer. Out to Windrush, who are playing before us. Shelled it down and gave us an extra 10 minutes, which we appreciate because we need that right now. So just gonna be sorting out some final things with the USB here, trying to get this working as we figure out how these CDJs that we never use and know nothing about, figure out how these function, and be with you in a moment. All right, we should actually have this working right now. Mad, we're gonna pick up where we left off last time we were here. And listen, we're gonna get into the first track right now. What we got playing?
Refuse Deadly River.
Is it Refuse Deadly River that's first? I swear it was No Man that was first. All right, man, we're skipping that. We're getting into Refused. Big up Refused. They collaborated with Shooting Daggers not long ago, so we're going to get into the Shooting Daggers track after this. Let's get some music playing, and we're going to chat some shit right afterwards. This is Refused Deadly Rhythm. If you don't know this track, get to know. Shout out to the ominous noise that we didn't know how to turn off there for a minute, but that's good now.
Playing in my head the whole time I was waiting for the bus when my train got cancelled.
Get organized, we'll no longer
you don't know Refuse, now you know. They are one of the biggest bands in post-hardcore. They've collaborated with our next band, headliner for Punks to Palestine. Real Life Presents, yearly radio show in benefit. You need to fucking come down to this shit. If you're in London, it's... Say something.
So it's a yearly benefit show at New Cross Inn, SE14. We blend the punk, the hardcore punk and the hip-hop communities together to raise money for Palestinian charities, both funding direct action over here and helping on the ground in Gaza. This year we'll be looking for direct action mobilization support to help activists such as the Filton 24, currently facing court charges, and also the Samir Project on the ground in Gaza. There's a lot of UK NGOs that are no longer allowed to travel into Gaza and provide aid. We've been lucky enough to hook up with the Samir Project and find somewhere that is able to go in and actually provide aid on the ground. This is a very important group to support.
We're picking up with humanity where our fucking inhuman governments are unable to lift a fucking finger. So, Theo, big ups and big up everybody. Big up everybody in jail for the direct action, for their peaceful, non-violent direct action that is putting a spanner in this war machine as it slaughters thousands of civilians. It deprives millions of food and water and shelter and heat and electricity. Fuck the genocidal regimes of Israel, the US and the UK, every other world government that supports this shit.
We've got about 90 more minutes of explaining all of that.
Out to Shooting Daggers, real as fuck from London, queer hardcore, get to know.
I believe lies, last
I'll say something about Theo right here. Real Life Presents, the actual host of this show, and he invites me on because he likes me, and that's about it. I don't really offer much else, to be honest. I'll tell you something about him though. This man champions new bands like no other promoter that I know. So for Punks to Palestine, as he does on so many of his shows, he has bands that not only have a little music out, these next two bands actually have no music out at all, not even a demo. So what they've done, this is Unwitnessed and Saw. How do you know these bands?
So first and foremost, this is about the communities. These are bands formed of people who I know have been to the shows, bands formed of people who have in fact played the shows. So Saw are a band from Bristol. They're fronted by Yazan from Tension. You may have seen him, the guy fucking breakdancing in the pit last year for every band he wasn't ripping it up during. He also helped us with the connection to Shabak Festival. So they could help us with promoting the event last year. So when he told me he's got a new Arabic language hardcore band on the go, you couldn't not have them play the fest this year, music or not. Unwitnessed a much more local concern. They live, shout out Malik. Malik lives within about 10 minutes of where we're at right now.
Hey, big up Malik. I fuck with Malik. Yeah, I know Malik.
Brand new band. They're all under 21 playing extremely heavy shit. And this is going to be their first show.
That's fucking sick. And their picks go in Unwitnessed choosing Disembodied.
So because neither of them have any music out, I reached out. I just said, right, what's one song from each of you that's going to sum up the set? Unwitnessed went for Disembodied.
It's a crazy pick.
And Sarso went for Converge. The bar is high. Let's fucking rock.
That's good. Let's do it. Rock music. tell you what I fucking love about CDJs is that the play button doesn't play the fucking song. You have to press 2 play buttons. And I didn't know that, which is why that was a short cap. No, just real quick, just to say shout out to fucking Disembodied. The one and only time I saw them, I went to hospital after the first breakdown. That was really scary. Theo took me there. That was fucked up. That almost changed my life for the worse.
This man had a footprint on his head.
I couldn't walk the next day. It was really fucking scary. If I ever have a stroke out of nowhere one day, it'll be because of that. That's fucked up.
I don't know if that's how things work, but maybe.
I got told by a nurse in a smoking area. Might be. Maybe it was a friend of mine.
Let's move on.
Yeah, all right. But also that Converge track used to be my ringtone when I was at uni.
I'm all about fast Converge. People want to talk about Converge as strictly a hardcore band. I'm about Converge as fast hardcore.
No. If you're saying Axe to Fall isn't a tune, I'm disagreeing with that. But let's move on. You're right.
I chose it. I know.
Oh, you chose it. No, you didn't choose. And whatever. Let's go on. Let's go.
Yeah. So this next up, we got Kila Kosa. So from new bands with no music out, we're on to the next phase. We got Kila Kosa. Now, they are made of people who have played at the New Cross Inn and various other projects over the last few years. However, with this new one, they have come together and found a voice. And when I got sent this track, I had to have them. Now, I'm just going to read you some lyrics. It's just, I'm losing my shit because there's bodies in the water, and nobody seems to give a fuck that there's bodies in the water, dead bodies surrounding it all. Is it hard to pretend when you speak of war with no consequence? Fight while you can because you'll be next. And I think that just speaks to everything we're trying to bring to your attention in a way that is really quite important. So
we're going to have Bullet playing after that as well.
Shout out to Bullet. Bullet couldn't make it on the fest this year because they've got their own headline show the same week. Get down to that, and it's on Saturday afterwards as well. Bullet. But most importantly, Punks Palestine, May 4th. Shout out to Bullet, young hardcore band with a lot to say and a lot of important things to say, and then doing it right.
Punks Palestine, May fucking 4th, New Cross Inn, you gotta be there. Let's get this Killer Coaster track on once we figured out how the fucking play button works.
Mass annihilation underway. Can't take it in, so I look the other way. My empathy set a record low. I'm disconnected, I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. The best and the brightest have failed us again. Now they're running their mouth about how things should have been. I'm not the best or the brightest yet, I couldn't admit it. But why the fuck would they listen if no one gives a shit? Destroy the past, bring me the new generation of art. Too much to read. I'm losing my shit cause there's waters in the water. And no one seems to care at all that there's waters in the water. Dead bodies surrounding us all. Come at me, I'm speaking now cause it makes me sick just to think of it. Human beings, let's throw on us to another and from the forest side. Stash down the barrel of a gun. Destroy the past, bring me a new generation of hope. Burn out to fade. I'm losing my shit cause there's waters in the water. And no one seems to care at all that there's waters in the water. Dead bodies surrounding us all. Is it hard to pretend when you speak of war and no consequence? Take note, this is pretense. Fight while you can because you'll be next. Blood of boys, drop your bombs. Millions dead by a misery run.
Listen, I'm going to just say real quick. If you're not speaking out, your soul is in question. Your soul is in fucking question.
And I think that kind of is really the main takeaway from a lot of this. So next up, we've got two more bands that we've got playing Punks Palestine on May 4th at New Cross Inn, raising money for the Samir Project and DAM, the Defend and Mobilize. Rich Valera actually played Punks Palestine free. I don't try and do that many repeats, but I think it's a band that's grown and developed in all kinds of ways. But it's important to remember that event was before the genocide. Even before the genocide was committed, we were trying to raise support. We were trying to build up support in the community, and we got to recognize that there were people who have been working within these communities that we're all a part of for not just years, but decades and decades. This song's called Life as a Contact Sport, and it's about trying to keep yourself together with the constant bombardment of horrible, horrible news. I strongly recommend reading their interview on Idiotech, where they go through what every song in the album's about, because one of them's about ghosts haunting Tony Blair, and it's just a really nice concept. So this song's by Rich Valera, and then next up we're going to hear from Buds.
you to hold it together. Anything's worth a try. Every broken promise untold, a billion times holding on to hope. I can't take the sadness on. Give me so many substance. Tell me something of reason. I need to melt you in. I'll do my best to listen. I won't escape the mountain. I don't know how I'll survive. Give me the time, hold it together. Anything's worth a try. Let me by. I'm coming down from this height. I don't wanna feel anything that reminds me of this life. Take away my time from all the things I like, and I'm made to let it fly. Let me by. I'm coming down from this height. I don't wanna feel anything that reminds me of this life. Take away my time from all the things I like, and I'm made to let it fly. Slide, 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 slide.
I just want to say a couple of things off the dome. I'm gonna try not to fuck this up too much, but the Ritual Error song just has me thinking. I've been thinking for a long time about how we feel, the feeling of being alive in the wake of a genocide that is supported by our country, and then I mean beyond that as well, learning so much about a history of the Western imperialism that we all live and that some of us even get to thrive under, that has been built off the back of a history of British imperialism, today's American imperialism, generally a kind of hegemony of the global north. And what I want to say is this. First of all, I want to say, read. Build your theoretical base, build your knowledge of history. Only with a solid intellectual foundation are you able to maintain a defense against the everyday propaganda that you're faced with in every single aspect of British life. Second of all, I want you to focus on your community. I want you to speak your mind in places that you feel comfortable to do so, to cultivate places that can be places of defense, of solidarity. And speaking on solidarity, I want you to take the risk and outwardly support direct action and disruptive protest. Fundamental rights are being stripped away from us right now by the government, by the Metropolitan Police. If you are not out there protesting, if you have not known people who protest up to this point, it might not strike you how unprecedented this is in British society to have this level of clampdown. Bear in mind something. They are coming for all of us. The people that step up today are the people defending the fundamental rights that we need. This is a global solidarity movement. We are all Palestinians.
I think real life, not me, real life kind of has demonstrated that in an incredible way just in the past 48 hours. 2 days ago, it was confirmed that the Labour government will not hold a public inquiry into the influence of pro-Israel groups in British politics, despite a petition with over 100,000 signatures. However, 24 hours ago, in Leicester, Elbit Systems UAV tactical systems were dismantled from within by activists from People Against Genocide. Direct action is happening. protests are frustrating and difficult, and things like the two songs we just listened to. We didn't talk about that Bud song enough. It's very creative, and it's a way of expressing the same frustrations with reading these horrible things and not being able to do anything about it. The protests are important and the petitions are important, but direct action is actually happening, and it's causing some amount of difference. Now, taking this back into music, we're talking about the difference between explicit and implicit messages. And the next up, we've got a song by a bit of a bigger band, the Dropkick Murphys. Now, the Dropkick Murphys started off as a straight-up Boston hardcore band. I like it. I think it's sick. And then they moved into a more kind of Irish folk-influenced sound. In recent years, they've returned to punk exclusively through fucking MAGA people showing up at gigs and getting the wrong idea about what this music stands for. There's a video that went viral last year of a guy in a MAGA shirt and in a 20,000 capacity arena getting singled out by the frontman of Dropkick Murphys and just told, I bet that's made in China. If it is, I'll give you one of ours, they're made in America. This is a song called Solidarity, and it's about building up solidarity within your community. After that, we're going to hear from a classic UK band called Capdown. That stands for Capitalist Downfall. Pound for the Sound. Pound for the Sound is about how we're all freedom fighters when the sound is uniting us. Let's go.
What do we want? with the feeling, seeking nothing now. Mountain beside me. Now we're together, we're up in a battle. Now we're up in a battle. Understand united. Now we're up in a battle. We're never in a battle. So never in a battle. We say not so. It's our united. Now from this way.
Real quick, I want to just shout something out. I need to emphasize how strongly I feel about reading, like actually fucking reading books. When you go to Punks of Palestine, and you will go to Punks of Palestine, and you cross in May 4th, across the fucking road is the Word Bookshop, independent bookshop, full of history books, theory, fucking really good shit. It's not a explicitly socialist bookshop, but there's really fucking great left-wing books in there. Go pick something up about Palestine. Go pick something up about, socialist theory. You know what? While you're there, pick up some fucking sick fiction as well. Out to the Word Bookshop. Theo, you want to grab the mic?
Yes. So actually, that's a perfect segue because we've gone from the implicit of the last two very rousing, powerful anthems by Dropkick Murphys and Capdown. Now we're going further into the history of the underground, and we're going to listen to some more explicit and research lyrics from the likes of The Restarts and Anti-Vigilante and Suicide Bid. The Restarts wrote Uprising, what you're about to hear, in 2019. Denied existence, denied their rights, rise up resistance, ain't no excuse for apartheid, free Palestine. This is not a new situation. There is so much history you can find in this world. It's at your fingertips. Educate yourself, understand better the lies that you're told. It's actually not a difficult thing to do, and it's something that you can do. And beyond, you can look beyond that. You can look into the wider history of the world. We're going to listen to Anti-Vigilante, one of the forgotten heroes of like an underground corner of UK hardcore. I covered this song in my old band. No one knew what the fuck we were doing. It was great. This song is that song is about reclaiming rights that were taken away from people that weren't fucking landed gentry in the 1600s, and there are still people descended from those same ones that took away the rights that control things now. If you look up who controls Palantir, you'll notice his surname's Mosley. That's because he is the grandson of Oswald Mosley of the British Union of Fascists. When you hear the history of this country and you hear about fascism in the UK, that's now who's in charge of security. This isn't some conspiracy or anything. This is all in plain sight. When we talk about flooding the zone and all of that, that's what's happening.
It's very fucking difficult to battle against the propaganda that we're faced with every single day when you only experience the world through contextless headlines. Build your perception of history. You can only do that through literature. So if you don't fucking visit the Word Bookshop, I'm going to talk to that guy and I'm going to tell him that I want to hear that 15 people, minimum, who went to Punks of Palestine told him that they're there from Punks of Palestine. So fucking check it out, you dickhead. All right,
That's not how we build a community, Chris. We want a community of people building their knowledge, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry, I got a little bit excited there, innit? Let's play the restarts.
Let's listen to some fucking punk music.
Only apply to Jewish sanity.
Shout out to Restarts. 30 years in the fucking game, not just as a punk band, but actually doing the same direct action we're fucking talking about. You can still see this band. You can see this band in venues and in temporary spaces. 1 year we'll make it fucking work with the dates and our headline this festival. I promise. Shout out to Restarts. Anti-Vigilante now.
What's left for me? Well, my right back, but that's all left for me. That's all left for me. Where was our rebounds in the 40th century? So we see progress, it's what they said to me. What they said to me. War is short, looks like people starving in the street. Well, I never wanna see the fucking day. Light as a country that left me different away. Fields like fishing on the TV screen and watch flat for me and I don't feel like to my feet. You a bit while I was rebelling mine. That's all for the people living for this century. Try out to my black, what's left for me? And then he get onto our London bus. Blew off the roof, explanation with fear. We saw that what was coming on to us. Smoke on the underground, the trigger bang, bang, boom. Body puff and better with the truth. Can't hide reality, now look us in the eye. But why does it take a one face in the hospital to monitor to the silence? 2 million people like to love their temps. I'm being full of bullshit. So they can cover up in the main danger. As if we've ever water legally. Still holding out, I bet you people now. Falling upon their fears. Said I'm living. Act yourself, but I don't agree with yourself to be deceived in this way. And now I'm thinking about a revolution. A rich rock never will be on the morning come. So no way about a man down. So no way about a man down. Everywhere now, everywhere now. So now I am a kakarahu. One station on my red. Everywhere now, everywhere now. Look at what they're fighting for. Look at them what they're killing for.
Civil rights to be right back in our faithful in the police state. Proud of a culture that rejected the firearm. Now the police shoot innocent dead. Playing on the terror scare solution like flip-flip. Compulsory ID. In their wisdom, protection, oppression. And they got enough to tell me I'm free with big try. Running right. Now think about a revolution. Roots rock, never wanna be here when the morning comes. Roots rock, never wanna be here when the morning comes. Roots rock, never wanna be here when the morning comes.
That last one was Suicide Bid, and I've got two things I forgot to say about that. Firstly, they mention a march along the Thames in 2003. My granddad passed away a couple of summers ago, and we were looking through old photos, and we found one that he took of myself, my little sister, aged at the time 5, and my gran, all at that march. I don't know. I'll send that out to Saladin Bey Al Araby. There's a lot of Irish influence in the playlist. If you don't understand the reason why Irish solidarity and Palestinian solidarity, this isn't actually something I considered when I was putting things together, and this is something that's happened very naturally. You should read into the atrocities committed by the English upon the island of Ireland. You should look up lyrics by bands like Chewing on Tinfoil, and that's a related struggle much closer to home that is, again, if you haven't educated yourself about, it's something that you should do. Chris, you had something else to say.
Yeah, I wanted to just quickly say something in response to what you were saying about the CEO of Palantir having such direct lines to British colonialism. There's a pretty sick book, Empire World by Sanghera, which when you are in the Word Bookshop on May 4th, which you will be because you will be at Punks of Palestine and New Cross Inn on May 4th, and across the road is the Word Bookshop. When you go in there, you can get a copy of Empire World. It's actually, he's not like a particularly left-wing academic in the slightest, but in doing a sort of history of the British Empire and seeing how it has influenced the world today, you can't do anything but come to the inevitable conclusion that such a fucking enormous amount of our absolutely and totally fucked state of affairs is a direct descendant of the British Empire. I just wanted to say that. It's a good book. You should check out Empire World by Sanghera.
We're taking it back to the hip-hop part corner of the Punks Palestine lineup now. I feel like we've segged nicely through the sky into the hip-hop. I think this worked. So next up, we've got a couple of tracks by Young Yusuf. He's a Palestinian rapper living in London, and we're going to show off both sides of the sound. There's some quite heavy lyrics on some of this stuff, and I've had to choose tracks that are more radio appropriate, but what's interesting is kind of the juxtaposition of the quite chilled out beats with really quite heavy stories, and I think you might not see that so apparently in the first one, but I think you definitely will in the second. I don't know, let's just play it.
Play this. Out to Young Yusuf, catch him at Punks of Palestine, May 4th, New Cross Inn.
Shout out loud, we are never losing. Revolution, I need a revolution. Won't slow down, yeah, we keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Middle fingers up to the institution. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Put those middle fingers up, up. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Middle fingers up to the institution. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Put those middle fingers up, up, up. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Middle fingers up to the institution. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Put those middle fingers up, up, up. I need a revolution. Palestine is in our hearts forever. We yell free, free when we march together. We don't retreat in the darkest weather. We unite and stand up to our oppressor. Palestine is in our hearts forever. We yell free, free when we march together. We don't retreat in the darkest weather. We unite and stand up to our oppressor. Slow it down, raise your voices so they know the sound. Had a look around and saw the streets crowded, feeling proud. Left hand bruised, had to share the truth as I was clapping loud. Face covered but they'll hear me when I shout. I'm outside down the street with 10 questions. How you gonna let them issue out a death sentence? They tore us apart back in 1947. Brothers and sisters are now in heaven. How you gonna let them cut off all the water? Saw a father shedding tears carrying his dead daughter. How you gonna let them cut off all the food? How you letting them manipulate the media, creating fake news? It's a ruse, but we all know there's power in the people. Together we must stand to fight the evil. How you gonna let them be so goddamn deceitful? Told him to evacuate, then hit him with a strike, and you act like it's alright? How you gonna hide like you ain't created all this mess in the first place? Pico and Sykes, now they run for their lives, hunted alive. Even if they do what they're told, it's a step out of line. So they step to the left, step to the right, then get left with the rest, left with the right. How are you gonna play a part in this apartheid? How do you even sleep at night when you're letting children die? On Judgment Day, Allah will punish you for every crime. What you gonna do when you can't lie? What you gonna do when you can't lie? What you gonna do? Palestine is in our hearts forever. We yell free, free when we march together. We don't retreat in the darkest weather. We unite and stand up to our oppressor. Palestine is in our hearts forever. We yell free, free when we march together. We don't retreat in the darkest weather. We unite and stand up to our oppressor.
Is the sheep preaching hate when he says, I'm not gonna let the wolf eat me anymore? If the wolf comes in here, next time he comes in here, I'll do whatever I have to do to keep him off my back. Is the sheep violent or is the wolf violent? He wasn't teaching hate, he was teaching common sense. You know, somebody's knocking you over the head, stop him. Do whatever you have to do to stop him. You know, the ones that were knocking him over the head were afraid of the fact that he might swing back. So they said, no, he's teaching hate. He's violent.
Just really quick, want to say something about the connection between Irish solidarity, Irish history, Palestinian solidarity, and Palestinian history. In a lot of these songs, revolution, the idea of revolution is something that is invoked. And I know for a lot of people, that is something that the word is in your vocabulary, the word is in your heads, but it's maybe something that actually, like, if you were really honest about it, it's something that it's a huge fucking question. And no wonder it's a huge question, because the history of revolution, it takes a long time to even begin getting your head around it. I was talking a lot about reading. I do want to shout out a film as well, a film by Ken Loach about the Irish war against the British occupation and the following Irish Civil War in the early 1900s. If my history is correct, because I'm always bad with dates, it's pre-First World War. I think I'm happy I got that right. I'm so bad with them. It's a film that has a lot, like the kind of complexities of what it means to be a revolutionary are explored in that film in a way that the film actually treats you like a fucking adult. So I recommend that. Theo, say something about some more of this hip hop that we got coming up.
So, to be honest, I think these transitions when we do this show are the bit where you can, well, for me at least, I feel like the lineup makes the most sense, because we can talk about exactly the same things in terms of relating your music and your research and your lyrics into direct action, into studying the horrors of our world, we can get the same. We can make all these comparisons between Spate and the Restarts. Irish Palestinians living in London making protest music and playing it at temporary spaces. I mean, in the case of Spate, I know he's literally set up a PA and gone to protests and performed these songs, and indeed some spoken word things. And although the sounds might be quite not the same, like this is quite, on the surface you might feel like this is quite a chilled hip hop song, but the lyrical intensity and the stories conveyed are, well, they're almost the same. And this is a song called Empire by Spate, and it's quite beautiful.
KNC on the beat.
And it all comes falling down, so we have to rebuild. Ain't no time to be still, no. And it all comes falling down. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your feet on the ground, yeah.
See, empires rising, empires fall, but the height of the empire depends on your wall. You see the problem of the people who choose to ignore. They got wool over their eyes and they're stuck to the floor. You see, they feed us with their lies and then result to a war of injustice that is brutally fought. You see, thought is an illusion if you're a child of age 4. Your parents on the ground and you see holes in the door. Not holes from being broken, it's where the bullets came forth. From a soldier that's invading, they seen her curled in a ball, holding a teddy that her daddy just bought. And now she's traumatized for life, and I'll ask them what for. For greed or for politics, for you to buy a new Porsche, for your diamonds or your pearls that your partner just bought. Don't be slaves to the world. Open your eyes as the story's revealed.
And it all comes falling down, so we have to rebuild. Ain't no time to be still, no. And it all comes falling down. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your feet on the ground, yeah.
A story on a path where your destiny's dealt to those who chase dreams, so stand up if you fell. And beware of death dealers, in the darkness they dwell. In the deepest of depths, born as Satan himself. They could be under your nose, the scent is masked with betrayal. Don't let them drain you of your life, go stand up and prevail. Because an empire is a group of thieving countries or states that is ruled by a sovereign or a monarch to prey. Prey on their innocence and make them all slaves. Slaves to a system, but one day we'll awake. Wake and overthrow the governments and their jakes, and tear the empire down and put an end to the crown. Tear it down to the ground to where the dust can be found. That's to tear the empire down and put an end to the crown. Tear it down to the ground to where the dust can be found. Don't, yo.
And it all comes falling down, so we have to rebuild. Ain't no time to be still, no. And it all comes falling down. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your feet on the ground, yeah.
Rituals of murder right in front of our eyes. Something so unnatural, the soul it don't lie. It's no surprise they're only showing what they want to. Centuries of entities possessing those that's meant to be protecting Mother Nature. They'd rather imitate and repackage. Earth is the place they came to steal our energy, that's dark magic. Frequencies that frequently be looking for hosts, so yeah, they tragic. Parasitic, purge them out. It's revelation time, and all innocent lives that transcend, they will be guiding us. I don't wish death on anyone. I see the light in us. I don't wish death on anyone. I see the light in us, yeah.
And it all comes falling down, so we have to rebuild. Ain't no time to be still, no. And it all comes falling down. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your feet on the ground, yeah. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your feet on the ground, yeah. Keep your feet on the ground, keep your feet on the ground, yeah.
We'll work with anybody and form coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary. And you're going to have to keep on saying that. You're going to have to say that I am a proletarian. I am the people. I'm not the pig. You got to make a distinction.
A human being overdope us instrumentals lately. The world trying to stop and search me under Section 80. Strangely claiming fuck your ethnicity. All because we shout freedom explicitly. Practice radical love in the battles to come. Pushing my pen until the damage is done. Stabbing the gut of the fascist scum, strangling us. Usually rapping in tongues and the language is drugs. Standing up from being mashed in the mud. Patterns of crud, smashing it up. Rebuild the building for the children, moving like Samaritans does. Battle apathy and casual shrugs. Don't you realise we're still at the back of the bus? I got bars, that's why I speak with conviction though. Freedom's creative, freedom is abolition. We all carry sparks to help try and make a difference. Ignite a chain reaction and burn down the system.
We're gonna have to do more than talk. We're gonna have to do more than listen. We're gonna have to do more than learn. We're gonna have to start practicing, and that's very hard. We got to start learning, and you learn through practice. We got to start making mistakes, and you learn through making mistakes. We got to start getting out there with people.
Governments pushing justice, drowning freedom by the boatload. Born on this planet, why ain't you telling us to go home? This world needs shaking like a snow globe, and more black heroes from Fred Hampton to Frozone. Utopia's a dream and a mind state. You want a better tomorrow, I'm asking you why wait. Primate, time waits for no man. Try to escape the program. It's all conditioned from appalling poverty to corporate greed, dishonesty, misogyny and the monarchy. No support for borders, police and prisons. Break from tradition, place the sickness in remission with compassion. Community, we're calling for resistance. Join us in this war against oppression and the ignorant. Chem expressing insurrection against systems that are killing us.
Well, let me make it plain. Kill a few pigs, get a little satisfaction. Wait on, wait on. Kill some more pigs, get some more satisfaction. Kill them all, get complete satisfaction. You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
How'd you harness the pain of Lauren when she sang Rebel? Like a Feeny Shakur's son, I wake up and I ask myself for changes. By evening I'm numb with spice, rum on my tongue, washed down with Jubel and San Miguel. Want respect, not fame. I wanna be loved but not feared. Wanna stay humble and gracious. Don't wanna replicate, I really wanna pioneer. Let's set up pyrotechnics inside the parliament. Start a party of liberation. E's and P's, alliance and charlatans. We can build foundations from empathy and education. If we are instigating, they don't get investigated. Continuing corruption while they just invest in hatred. What do you think these kids are dying for? Attention? Claim you cannot house the homeless but keep buying up the weapons. We need patience that I don't have. So many practices I don't keep. Guess it's easy to be woke when you struggle going sleep. Plus there's a freak under your sheets with a smile and a nosebleed. It's my privilege to preach. If you don't use your voice, then why learn to speak? It sure hurts me deep, but less painful than underneath a tire surgery. Rebel. Decorate your face, fills me with tension. I've never for a second understood a sheep's contentment. I wouldn't trade a single tiny segment of my soul for a favourite pot of gold and a promise to grow old. Stubbornly refusing to surrender any hope to a system of control where everything is owned. Vocalise my prose and then I'll weaponise my fist. Let the rest of you not feel the urgent murmur to resist. Are you happy as a puppet on a string or a shiny shop front mannequin with bangles on your wrist? I'll do laps in the abyss for each moment, sat in bliss and sacrifice my freedom yet be happy to exist. I am not convinced that you would die for our sins, defiantly trying to revive the Messiah within. Till we're all free flying higher than a kite in the wind. They might chuck me in the bin, but I'll still rise with a grin. Rebel.
Rebel, 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 rebel. Rebel. Rebel, 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 rebel. And what I gotta say. Rebel.
So that was Spate and Camastri. Camastri effectively our hip hop headliner for this year. I just want to send a shout out to High Focus Records, a Bristol hip hop label that's very kind of running on a very DIY ethos alongside the punk and the squat rave scene in that town. And every year I know that I can email High Focus Records and someone will be up for playing. From Jam Baxter, which is still a crazy thing that we made happen, to Smoke Poets coming up with new projects whenever she can do it to make it the time work. So I just want to send some love out to High Focus, and again, just keeping it to the show on May 4th, New Cross Inn, Punks Palestine, punk, hardcore, and hip hop joining forces in solidarity. I feel like this year we've got a much more the introspective side of the lineup is very much living in the hip hop space, whereas last year we had a bit more of the screamo creeping in. Mm-hmm. This year we've got fast hardcore, noise punk, and then some very wordy wordsmith hip hop. And I love that we're able to pull from this community from all different corners, whereas we might have genres that are a little bit sniffy about each other. Normally we'd have, you know, a fast hardcore band like Chind might not share a stage with a noise rock band, or a band like Buds or a band like Rich Lera. You might not see those come together, but then these borders kind of erode away when we're united in solidarity as opposed to on a genre level. And I like that we get to present that to you. Now let's talk about hip hop generally and rage in hip hop. Go on, Chris.
Talk about rage and hip. You just threw that on me with no fucking no lead up. Was I? I was just gonna say shout out to High Focus. I used to fucking have a High Focus hat 15 years ago when I was 16 years old. They were a really important label for. I mean, my God, my whole fucking personality is so shaped by High Focus. It's actually fucking sick to hear you say all of that, because I checked out of it for a while, and I need to check back in because that was beautiful.
UK hip hop is a strange and confusing place.
If you didn't catch that, he said UK hip hop is a strange and confusing place. God, isn't this whole fucking world that we're in? Next up, we've got a track with Infinity Knives. When I look at the preview on the CDJs, it said with Brian N, and I thought it was a Brian Eno, and I was like, oh, that's sick, because I know Brian Eno has been doing a bunch of moves lately. In solidarity with the Palestinian movement, but it's not him. It's Brian Reynolds, a completely different person.
Brian Reynolds is a rapper. Brian Reynolds and Infinity Knives made one of my favorite albums of last year. It goes through alternative metal, what you told me was a Modest Mouse cover, funk, incredibly hard-hitting lyrical hip-hop that you're about to hear now. This speaks for itself, actually. Fuck it. This is going to be followed by a kind of exploration of hip-hop rage, from very moshable songs to old school dancehall. Shout out to Smiley Culture, rest in peace. The UK police shot Smiley Culture in his own home. He had shows booked. There was a tour planned. I was going to see him at Boomtown, and the UK police shot Smiley Culture in his own home. This country is fucked forever. And then we'll go to a song called Angry by The Bug featuring Tipper Irie. And there are so many things that make me fucking angry.
Yeah. For 4 generations, your boots up on their neck. October 7th happened, the fuck did you expect? 9/11 happened, the fuck did you expect? Bombs over Baghdad, there's blood over the checks. Zionists are the new Nazis. Netanyahu is the new Hitler. Bodies keep piling the fuck up. America and Israel just get richer. New Jim Crow, but the same old shit. Everybody getting fucked by the same old dicks. You can get blown up any time of the day, and the bombs all say made in USA. This is what it is. The IDF practices aiming low, cause they be shooting at kids. Wonder why they despise children, husband, and wives. And when somebody shoots back, they act fucking surprised. Cracker, Raven, Nazi, Devil, Netanyahu. You a cracker and you know it, Donald Trump. You a rapist and you know it's Joe Biden. You a Nazi and you know it's Obama. You's a devil and you know it. So fuck the IDF, fuck the police. End of the day, they all the same. Fuck the CIA, fuck the FBI. They wanna kill us all and I just want them to die. Guys are on fire, not just one fat bitch singing. I hear the whole choir. Not about God or prophecy. This is a land grab. Officer, get off. Fatima was a dreamer, and then they blew her bones apart. She said, don't wear black to my funeral. Wear red just like my heart. They brought out an A truck. People was running up. Of course the IDF starts shooting. Genocide is American as apple pie. Baseball and mass shootings.
Where do you expect them to go when the bombs fall?
In case you have any fucking doubt what we're about.
Where do you expect them to go when the bombs fall? Where do you expect them to go when the bombs fall?
Gal Gadot can't act, so fuck that bitch. We gotta send her ass back, float beyond dusk. Only immigrant I want deported is Elon Musk. Colonization means the land is stolen. Half these motherfuckers came from Poland. Fuck them as a staff, record label, and a crew. And if you down with the mad souls, then fuck you too. Barbarians at the gate, IDF soldiers protested for they right to rape. Jesus made wine from water, but I say fuck peace. Plus I'm all out of grapes. Wish I could give more than just these raps. Fuck every civil man and fuck Borat. Propaganda ain't helping you. Netanyahu ain't from Israel. That cracker from Philadelphia. No such thing as a populist. After Twitter accounts are just CIA operatives. Hoteps and MAGA, same fucking people. Smoke some crack and go murder some bald eagles. Fucking thing in danger. I got a doctorate and popping shit and making bangers. They're wicked. The death of one man is a tragedy. The death of a million is a statistic.
Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall?
Babylon dead is a name, is a style, is the frequency, is the movement right now. Fire we are blazing all them post you all empire, watch you know.
Me a turn up at a EDL demonstration. Bare fuckery cause devastation. Me not deal with no racist, no work with pagan. Send them to chill and burn with Satan. Me not deal with no smart talk, the rifle a large red. Tap on the forehead of Nigel Farage. Me say the way we handle the burners. Britain first members get strangled with burkers. Like Bow Babylon dead this year. For all other people that slept in fear. 2020 thing, yeah, the rest is clear. 2000 BD, the end is near. You said 2000 BD, the end of an enemy. Parliamentary members go send for the cemetery. Hell on earth now, but the end is so heavenly. Babylon the dust, the end of the century. You know see fire, we blaze them. We burn them down. You know see burn them down. Watching up,
Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. We are banning them with the holy vibes. I best believe there's no beef in I will miss it. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. We are banning them with the holy vibes. I best believe there's no speaking back.
and me a turn up like vibes cartel sting. Same party yards, round up. 1 pound, 1 punch. Where's the money than Tommy Robinson? I get this all rotted body span. Babylon, the elite and all them other cowards. Try to start jihad when they drop the towers. All living mansions, scoffing dodgy powders. Was my people getting locked up for cropping flowers? The judge can get it too, just for filling the file. We can see through the lies and the villain a smile. You can die many ways, 6 million style. You can call it revenge for a Syrian child. It's all clockwork, it's all a cycle. So don't put your faith in another fast island. Oh, we are gonna kill off the whole empire. House of Lords, and me a go set fire. You know see fire, we blaze them.
say ban all of them. We are banning them with the whole heap of vibes. I best believe there's no beef in I when me say ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. We are banning them with the whole heap of chats. I best believe there's no speaking back. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them. Ban all of them, you know say ban all of them.
9765432 is I smiley culture with the mic in my hand. Me come to teach you right, Anna, not the wrong in the Cockney translation. Cockney is not a language, it is only a slang, and was originated, so in England. The first place it was used was over East London. It was respect for the different style pronunciation, but it wasn't really used by any and any man. This is strictly con man, also the villain, but you me full up of lyrics and education. Right, you know you are gonna get a little translation. Cockney have names like Terry Arthur and Del Boy. We have names like Winston, Lloyd and Leroy. We ball out yo, while Cockney say oi. What Cockney call a jacks, we call a blue boy. Say Cockney have mates while we have spar. Say Cockney live in a drum while we live in a yard. Say we get yam while Cockney get captured. Say Cockney say governor, we say big boat, yeah. In the Cockney translation, in the Cockney translation. Well, watch a man, the translation of Cockney to understand is easier. So long as you don't deaf and you listen me keenly, you should pick it up like a you to find some money. Go tell it to your friends, also your family. No matter if a English or a yardie, cause you never know when they might buck up a Cockney. Remember one them and them down easy. Them no fire slingshot and me say strictly double B. Them run protection racket and control no CID. Say Cockney fire shoot, we bust gun. Say Cockney say tea leaf, we just a sticks man. You know them have wedge while we have corn. Say Cockney say big first my son, we just say guan. Say Cockney say grass, we say old farmer man. When them talk about iron, them really mean bottom man. Rub chain and chopper rita, me say Cockney call Tom. Say Cockney say out bill, we say dirty Babylon. In the Cockney translation, in the Cockney translation. Well watch a man, slam bomber, jamana. Hear them fashion, smiley culture, origination. But first let me tell you more about the Cockney who live comfortably and of them yacht by the sea. And when it come to money, most of them have plenty. But when them spend it in the bookie, lose it all on the dogs or on the GGs, or paying off for them bribes to the Sweeney. So them not gonna do no time for no armed robbery or catching anything that fell off the back of a lorry. Slam bomber, jamana, hear them fashiona, me stronger, me longer, me at the mic stanner. More time in a dance, me chat, pan a sound, but sometimes me shake out and leave me hometown. And that's when me travel at East London, where I have to speak as a different man, so that the Cockney can understand. So black man and white man, hear them fashion. Cockney say scarpa, we scatter. Cockney say rabbit, we chatter. We say bleach, Cockney knockad. Cockney say terrific, we say wakad. Cockney say blouts, we say guys. Cockney say alright, we say heights, we say pants. Cockney say stride, sweet as a nut. Just level vibes, saying.
Now big respect in every aspect to all the massive and all the crew. Remember there is only one ruling selector, and it's the bug. And this is Tipo Iris saying this. May I tell you?
Look and pick up the bug.
So many things it get me angry, and so many things it get me mad. So many things it get me angry, and I gotta say, so many things it get me angry, and so many things it get me mad. So many things it get me angry, and I gotta say, so many things.
I don't even know how the fuck you I don't actually know how you rewind the track. So I'm just how do you rewind the track? I don't know how to do that. Am I doing it? All right, listen. Fucking this is a fucking tune. That as Malcolm X said, anger is a gift. Hold on to your anger, sharpen your anger, use your anger. Play that shit. Fuck.
Every aspect to all the massive and all the crew. Remember there is only one ruling selector, and it's the bug. And this is Tipo Iris saying this. May I tell you? Look and pick up the bug. So many things it get me angry, and so many things it get me mad. So many things it get me me angry, and I gotta say, so many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, when I think about motion and I think about beer, have my people living in fear with every country them interfere with the suicide bomber them everywhere, and them mashing up our atmosphere. The whole zone layer, you know we gone clear. For the people in Africa, they shed a little tear. And it's funny how they just not going down here. So many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, so many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, rape Africa, clean already. There ain't no eyeless, just poverty. Where them I go tell the Almighty, feed them judgment, it now go pretty. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, and it's easy as ABC, and it's easy as Dory me. Them I go burn in a fire. So many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, so many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, in New Orleans in America, why them never angry got to Katrina? America is a big superpower. They should have been there in the hour, but them left the people them just fi suffer and to wash away in the gutter. With every line on the DJ utter, me know them a go melt like butter. So many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, so many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, really fed up of bad mind people. The devil with them, that's why them so evil. 20 years down with the aid of this, I am a teacher with enough apprentice. Well, I'm really fed up about my people, devil in them, that's what them say evil. 20 years now with the aid of this, I'm a teacher with enough apprentice. Hate my Jews over and over again, leave me alone, you're bad my friend. Don't rate tipper, don't rate you, go to hell, tell the devil I sent you. So many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, so many things it can get me angry, and so many things it can get me mad. So many things it can get me angry, and I gotta say, Mr. Irie on the bug. That's it.
I'll tell you something about anger. I see people every single fucking day when I walk out on the streets who have not felt the gift of anger in them, and I can tell that they haven't because they are dead people walking. And I'll tell you something about hardcore, that for me, it was my way, my invitation to begin to feel that which is in my soul. And it's connected me to my soul. And I'm so thankful because I can't imagine another way of going through this world. Not with my eyes open. Not with my heart open.
I mean, fucking hell, you're giving me something to follow there, Chris. Look, that's why we live in these communities. That's why we set a standard for these communities that we live in. We believe that through existing in that DIY sphere, that kind of slightly outside the mainstream sphere, that we get to have access to like-minded people and be around like-minded people. And, you know, sometimes there's people who want to co-opt these music genres. I mean, I'm going to take one moment to say Death to Live Nation, hardcore, and then I'm not going to say anything about anything else because that would waste the 20 minutes we got left. But there's so much in the... I love that I get to do this, and this is the 6th year that I have done this. I wish that this didn't exist, but I also... We get to come together in solidarity. We get to build these communities. We get to, for 24 hours, cross those genre boundaries and go, we know that everything we're saying is coming from the same place. And it's coming from that place of anger. And you know, you said that your anger is a gift. In retrospect, I should have put Freedom by Rage Against the Machine on here, but
Freedom!
There's always next year.
Yeah, right.
There's always next year. But in that spirit, we're closing out with 4 hardcore bands on the last 4 sets of Punks Palestine on May 4th at New Cross Inn.
4 hardcore bands in the last about 10 minutes of music. Have we got 20 minutes of material?
Yeah, we'll be fine. So I'm just going to talk you through them all, and Chris, you can comment on each one as and when. So first up, we got Chinned. This is a one-off reunion set from Chinned, the band that went on to become Death Goals and Trading Hands and State Sanctioned Violence. For the love of God, get behind State Sanctioned Violence, by the way. The new songs that band is playing live, I was really annoyed that they didn't have one of those new ones recorded because it was going to be on the playlist for this. There's a song that ends with, they built a wasteland and they call it Peas. And when that comes out, if you go to a show and you don't fucking know that, you are not part of UK hardcore. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what members of Trapped Under Ice you know.
Okay, but Theo, we're trying to build a community.
I don't give a fuck.
You got to calm me down. I got to calm you down here for a second.
Okay. But no. Last year we had Death Goals headline Punks Palestine, and all the members of this band that existed beforehand were there, and they asked me within a week, could Chin play next year? And I didn't have to think twice.
Nah, fucking out to Chin. Out to Chin. And let me say one more thing real quick as well. Your anger will always, or your capacity for anger will always be repackaged by the enemy and sold back to you. If you go to some fucking retreat where you're like told to go to some rainforest and scream to like feel your primal anger or some shit, or you know anyone who's doing that, that's soul death right there. Come to a DIY show, come to Punks for Palestine, feel something fucking real.
Didn't see that bit about that coming, but I love it. And then after that, we got Mashal. Mashal is a band that formed just at the start of this year. It is a fucking all-star collective of UK hardcore faces. We have got Hassan of Ikras and Tripson and Lunar. We have got Riz of King Street and running Unite Aaja, bringing fucking hardcore from an entire corner of the world that was not being paid enough attention to by the UK scene, and bringing that to people's attention currently through that blog. We got Devin. I got to give some love to Devin from Grey Market and being my friend for 16 years. Like, Mashal, all-star fucking hardcore band. The second song, no. You know what? I ain't even going to explain that. You can just listen to it. There's a song about making sure that people feel welcome and want to come to more hardcore shows.
IMMIGRAND.
Yeah. We got Perp Walk from Wales. The fucking hardest band. I'm going to army crawl. Chris, you've not been moshing hard enough. I expect
I'm
more.
fucked up today. I'll do it. Anyone on the live stream, out to the live stream, you'll see that. Listen, let's play some tunes. And if you're like, I don't know these bands, why the fuck are they talking about them? It's because we know and love them, and you can get to know and love them. If you come through the New Cross Inn on May 4th, I swear to you, you will not just see these bands. You will get to meet these bands. I don't even know if there's a backstage at this venue.
We all hang out.
It's an actual fucking community. So come get to know, make some fucking friends, come through May 4th, New Cross Inn. Let's get in to Chin is Get Vegan. I'm asking for a friend.
Good song! Those lies from tyrant you! Concentrate! Brothers, wrongs! But was dead, just confused! So much shit I don't wanna see in this world. Curious on the disease. Money's void and the government's corrupt. It's hard to breathe and it's hard to give up. How many nights the mission home? How did I taste?
I'm asking for a friend! Rise up! Murder no good! Serve! Action! Come back away! God! Last night! Don't feel like that!
Why would you do this to us, Dad? Because you are crackheads, children.
This evening, wrong to everyone. Why does it feel
बहुत खूबसूरत नाम है और इसके मायने रोशनी के हैं। रोशनी बहुत अच्छा आपने नाम रखा है। ये इसका मतलब होता है कि लोगों को राह दिखानी, रोशनी दिखानी। आप बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं और अल्लाह ताला आपको तरक्की दे और लोगों की मदद करे। अल्लाह हाफिज़।
You
begs to differ.
Last band right there, Shooting Daggers, headliner, Punks for Palestine. They are headliner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sick.
mean, in as much as we have headliners, this is 12 fucking massive punk, hardcore, and hip hop acts giving up their time, playing in a fucking venue to build a community and raise money for DAM initiatives and the Samir Project on the ground in Gaza. Punks Palestine, New Cross Inn, May 4th. Get the fuck down.
Get the fuck down there. Remember what this is about. This is about the Palestinian people denied a home. This is about the Lebanese people denied peace. This is about the people resisting a country that is decimating, has a policy of total fucking decimation. The only country that I believe in the world that does not have its borders, like actually officially. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm trying to fuck? I'm sorry, man. Like, free fucking Palestine. Get the fuck down there. May 4th, New Cross Inn. Be there and check out the Word Bookshop while you're there. Pick something up. Educate yourself.
We don't have one more song. I always make too many songs on these playlists. We started a bit late. We're finishing on time. Thank you very much. I love you. We'll see you in a month or two.